Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
Welcome back, guys. Today, with all the NFL teams predictions done and over with, I want to go through the playoffs predictions and who do I think is going to represent the NFC and AFC in Super Bowl 60. Now, with all that in mind, let me go through all the teams that made the playoffs. Starting with the AFC, number one seed I have the Buffalo Bills, which is why you don't see them at the moment. Seed 2, you have the Baltimore Ravens. Chiefs going to wind up being the third seed, and seed 4 is once again the Houston Texans. At seed number 5, I have the Cincinnati Bengals. Seed 6, I have the Denver Broncos, and seed number 7, the Los Angeles Chargers. Now for the NFC, the number one seed is going to be the 49ers. Again, paper soft schedule will do that for you. Week 2, seed number 2 is the Detroit Lions. Seed number 3 is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And seed number 4 is the Washington Commanders. Wild card round, seed number 5 is the Los Angeles Rams. 6 will go to the Cardinals. And number 7 is the Philadelphia Eagles. With that in mind, let's jump into the wild card predictions, and I'm going to do the AFC first. First up we have is the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Houston Texans. Bengals, I had them at 11-6 last year. Texans, for this predictions this season, and the Texans, I have them at 9-8. I think the Bengals are the better team. I think they get a road playoff victory over them. Then we have the Chiefs taking on the Broncos. And I think even though I have the Broncos, they're going to split the series. Home playoff Chiefs are very tough to beat. I got the Chiefs winning that. And then seed number 3, we have the Chargers taking on the Ravens. And this is a game where I could possibly see an upset. I could possibly see an upset occur where Jim finally will beat John. But since this game's going to be in Baltimore, and both teams have had playoff struggles in recent years, I got to go with the Ravens to win this one. And on to the NFC playoff round. I have let's do the Rams and the Commanders. Commanders wound up somehow winning the NFC East, keeping the streak alive of the NFC East not having consecutive winners since 2001, 2, 3, and 4. But in this playoff game, this one might be a toss-up. I'm gonna go with the experience and take the Rams on the road. That brings us to the Bucks. I think this is going to go very similar to the AFC. I have the Bucks beating the Cardinals. It's really nice that the Cardinals made the postseason, but I don't think they have enough for them to carry on further. And then we have the Lions and the Rams. Lions and the Eagles. Seed 7, seed 2. How did the Eagles wind up the 7th seed? Well, when I did their predictions, my bias against them kind of kicked in. They could possibly be either going to be the number 1 seed or the number 5 seed, if everything. No in between. But since I have the Eagles already beating the Lions in the regular season, playoff time comes, I think the Lions will get their revenge. They'll win a playoff game against them. So now we're going to look at the divisional matchup for these teams. And now we're in the divisional matchups, and oh boy, look at the matchups we have here. We have the Ravens and the Chiefs, a rematch of the 2023 AFC Championship game. And we have the Bengals and the Bills, a 2022 AFC divisional rematch of this game. I think the home teams are both going to get a win. Although the Chiefs have home experience, I think, for the love of God, please let the Chiefs lose in a divisional matchup. It'll be good for the sport. Meanwhile, we have the Buccaneers and the Lions, a rematch of the 2022 divisional matchup, which was a very underrated game if people remember it. And then we have the Rams and the 49ers. Two teams that, well, let's see, they're divisional opponents, and this will be a rematch of the 2021 NFC Championship game, which they have met up multiple times since. For this one, give me the Lions, and normally I'll take the 49ers here, but I think the Rams are going to surprise people and go to the NFC Championship game. So let's take a look at that. And now we're in the conference championship games. I have the Rams versus the Lions, Ravens against the Bills. I don't think anyone's going to be complaining if these are the final four teams. Hey, I got rid of the Chiefs, Eagles, and 49ers. Yay. But in this matchup, I'm going to go with the Ravens will be playing in San Francisco for the Super Bowl. And then for the NFC, this one's a tough one. But I'm going to go with the I'm going to go with the Lions in this matchup. Seed number 2, they're going to be playing in the Super Bowl. So here we are, Super Bowl 60, Lions and Ravens. And to close off the season, will the Lions win their first Super Bowl ever without Ben Johnson at that? It's going to be crazy to think about, but I got to give this one to the Ravens. I think the Ravens will finally win their third Lombardi trophy in 2025. Lamar Jackson, who's a 2-time MVP, will probably win the Super Bowl MVP, and he'll get a huge monkey off his back if he gets his team to the promised land. And that concludes my playoff predictions for the 2025 season. Tell me what y'all think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Gamble safely. I'll see you next time.